Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly rake in thousands of dollars online while others struggle to make their first 10 bucks? What if I told you there's a method so ridiculously simple that complete beginners are using it to generate their first income within days, not months? Today, I'm going to reveal the newest and arguably easiest way to make money online that's flying completely under the radar. Before we dive in, let me be crystal clear about something. I'm not talking about some get-rich-quick scheme or pyramid nonsense. This is a legitimate method that actual people are using right now to build real income streams. And the best part? You don't need any special skills, previous experience, or startup capital to get started. So what exactly is this method? It's called microservice arbitrage, and it's revolutionizing how everyday people think about online income. But here's the thing that makes it so powerful: it's hiding in plain sight, and most people are completely missing it. Let me paint you a picture. Sarah, a stay-at-home mom from Ohio, stumbled across this method 3 months ago. She was skeptical, just like you probably are right now. But within her first week, she made $230. By month 2, she was consistently pulling in over $1,500 monthly. And here's the kicker: she's only working about 2 hours per day. Now, you might be thinking this sounds too good to be true. I get it. The internet is flooded with false promises and unrealistic expectations. But microservice arbitrage is different because it's based on a fundamental economic principle that's been around forever: finding inefficiencies in the market and capitalizing on them. Here's how it works in the simplest terms possible. There are platforms where people desperately need small tasks completed quickly. These might be things like data entry, basic graphic design, simple writing tasks, or even social media management. On the flip side, there are other platforms where skilled freelancers offer these exact services at much lower rates. Your job becomes the bridge between these two worlds. You find the high-paying gigs on one platform, then outsource the actual work to qualified freelancers on another platform for a fraction of the cost. The difference becomes your profit, and you never actually do the work yourself. But wait, there's more to this strategy than just simple arbitrage. The real magic happens when you start to scale and systematize the process. Let me break down the exact steps that are making people serious money right now. Step 1 is platform identification. You need to know where the money is flowing. Right now, there are several platforms experiencing massive growth in demand for quick services. Business owners are increasingly willing to pay premium prices for fast turnaround times because time equals money in their world. The key is finding platforms where clients value speed and convenience over rock-bottom prices. These clients understand that paying a bit more for reliable, quick service actually saves them money in the long run. They're not shopping around for the cheapest option; they want results fast. Step 2 involves demand research. This is where most people mess up because they assume they know what services are in demand. The reality is that demand shifts constantly, and what worked 6 months ago might be oversaturated today. You need to become a detective, analyzing which services are getting the most requests and commanding the highest prices. Here's a pro tip that's worth its weight in gold. Look for services that require quick turnaround times but don't necessarily need expert-level skills. These sweet spots are where you can charge premium prices while still finding affordable freelancers to complete the work. Step 3 is building your freelancer network. This is arguably the most important part of the entire process. You're not just looking for the cheapest freelancers, you're looking for reliable ones who can deliver quality work consistently. Think of yourself as building a remote team without the overhead costs of traditional employment. The secret sauce here is developing relationships with freelancers who understand the game. When you find good ones, treat them well. Pay them fairly and promptly, communicate clearly, and give them consistent work. They become your competitive advantage. Now, let's talk about the specific niches that are absolutely crushing it right now. Content creation services are exploding because every business needs content for social media, blogs, and marketing campaigns. But here's the twist: they don't necessarily need award-winning content. They need consistent, decent quality content delivered on schedule. Another hot niche is basic automation setup. Small businesses know they need to automate their processes, but they don't have the time or knowledge to set everything up themselves. Simple tasks like email sequence creation, basic chatbot setup, or social media scheduling are commanding surprisingly high prices. Virtual assistant services represent another goldmine, but with a modern twist. Instead of traditional administrative tasks, focus on specialized VA services like lead generation, customer research, or competitor analysis. These command much higher rates than general administrative work. Here's where the strategy gets really interesting. Once you start generating consistent income, you can begin to scale exponentially. Instead of handling everything yourself, you start building systems and processes that run almost automatically. The scaling process involves creating standard operating procedures for every aspect of your operation. You develop templates for communicating with clients, streamline your quality control processes, and even automate parts of the client acquisition process. But here's something crucial that separates the big earners from everyone else: they focus on building relationships, not just completing transactions. When a client gets exceptional service from you, they become a recurring customer. Even better, they start referring other clients to you. Let me share another success story that illustrates this perfectly. Marcus, a college student from Texas, started with this method during his summer break. Instead of just taking random gigs, he focused exclusively on helping small restaurants with their online presence. Within 2 months, he had 5 regular clients paying him a combined $3,000 monthly for services he was outsourcing for about $800. The beauty of Marcus's approach was specialization. By focusing on one industry, he could speak their language, understand their specific challenges, and position himself as an expert rather than just another service provider. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Is this ethical? Absolutely, as long as you're transparent about your role and deliver the promised results. You're providing value by acting as a project manager, ensuring quality control, and taking responsibility for the final deliverables. Many successful businesses operate on similar models. The key is positioning yourself correctly. You're not pretending to do all the work yourself, you're positioning yourself as someone who coordinates and manages projects to ensure they meet the client's requirements. This is a legitimate business model that adds real value to both sides of the equation. However, there are some potential pitfalls you need to avoid. Quality control becomes your responsibility, which means you need systems in place to review all work before delivering it to clients. Communication gaps can kill your reputation quickly, so you need to be the reliable point of contact for your clients while managing your freelancer team effectively. Another challenge is cash flow management. You'll often need to pay your freelancers before receiving payment from clients, so you need to plan accordingly. Start small and reinvest your profits to build a buffer that allows you to scale more aggressively. The timing for this opportunity couldn't be better. Remote work has normalized outsourcing, artificial intelligence is creating more demand for human creativity and judgment, and small businesses are increasingly comfortable working with online service providers they've never met in person. But here's the reality check: this window won't stay open forever. As more people discover this method, competition will increase and profit margins will shrink. The people who succeed long-term will be those who start now and focus on building sustainable systems rather than just chasing quick profits. So what's your next step? Start by spending a few hours researching the platforms I mentioned earlier. Don't try to analyze everything perfectly, just pick one platform and start observing what services are in demand and what prices they're commanding. Then, find corresponding freelancer platforms where those same services are available at lower prices. Calculate the potential profit margins and identify which niches offer the best opportunities for someone just starting out. The most important thing is to start small and learn as you go. Don't try to build a massive operation overnight. Begin with one client and one freelancer, perfect your process, then gradually scale up as you gain experience and confidence. Remember, the people making serious money with this method started exactly where you are right now. The only difference is they took action instead of just thinking about it. Your financial future could literally change in the next 30 days if you commit to implementing what you've learned today. The opportunity is here, the demand is real, and the barrier to entry is practically non-existent. The only question remaining is whether you'll be among the people who capitalize on this or someone who wishes they had acted sooner. I hope you found a ton of value in this video. If you're ready to dive deeper and discover how to make money without even making videos, then check out the related video below. It's like a free course, just for you. Can't wait to see you there.